Hello, welcome back for another Fear Street review. I am still Sheree, and this time I'm coming to you live from Fantastic Fest. We had our edges snatched last night by VHS Halloween. That's the word we're using this year for this edition, Halloween, VHS Halloween. And I am here to talk to you about it because we've not covered this franchise on this podcast because there's a lot of installments, and where do you begin, what do you skip, all of that jazz. This bitch is really fun, so I want to talk about her because she hits Shudder October 3rd, which is a Friday, and I'm going to make people watch it then. I don't know me, and so there might be spoilers, so I get it if you don't want to listen to this right now for all the reasons. You can save it and come back because the internet's forever, and all of us should be aware of that while we're embarrassing ourselves. Just saying. Anywho's, this installment of VHS Halloween synopsis reads, a collection of Halloween-themed videotapes unleashes a series of twisted, blood-soaked tales, turning trick-or-treat into a struggle for survival. Isn't that the fucking gospel? So, off the bat, this franchise has been around forever. It has some very high highs, some very low lows. Even in the ones that are not our favorite entries, we have some really cool segments by some really cool directors. Because part of the fun of this is you get to speed date a bunch of different filmmakers, and so you get to follow them and see what else they're getting into and where they're cutting up. However, this one is the first time where I loved each segment and the wraparound, which is hard to do for any anthology. As an anthology bitch, I see a lot of anthologies I love, but there's always a weak link. This one, I know we watch it at 11 p.m. and we're all sleepy and cranky, but I did not see one I would boot. I did not see one I had too many notes for. It was all very much a cohesive, chaotic experience, and I love to see it. That being said, I have also seen all of the installments except for Viral, because when I said I was going to watch Viral, the internet yelled at me, so I skipped over that one. So again, when I say that this is my favorite one, I mean this is my favorite installment, and I'm very excited to have people see it, especially people who do more found footage than I do. Looking right at some of yous. Like I said, it's chaotic, cohesive fun. Everything was sick, everything was twisted, everything was wicked. They basically snatch you almost in the beginning, and it's a non-stop ride. I felt like I was in a roller coaster in hell. It also has very big fuck them kids energy. Like, I don't know how and why all the filmmakers got together and was like, fuck them kids! But, I love that because everybody on screen should be in danger if we're going to do a real horror movie, because we got to raise those stakes. Otherwise, what are we doing? Blue's Clues. Get out of here. I just loved the audacity. I loved the we're going to fuck them up every segment. It was like topping each other, and even then still it's like, who is the favorite, who is not the favorite, because again, all of these filmmakers fucking brought it. I cannot get over how this anthology feels like it's gonna end up battling for one of my favorite anthologies of all the anthologies I've seen, I feel, because again, when you get an anthology, it's always uneven. It's always the wraparound is weak, or like somebody's story isn't as good as somebody else's, or somebody wants to do something else because you have different people interpreting the assignment. I don't know how everybody got it together this time. I also know that I clocked some references while I was sleepy, and so I know there's more, but like ones that stuck out in my brain. Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. We have some Wizard of Oz nods that are very fucked up, and I just wish I could like take what I have seen and just give it to you, because they were just yeeting weird awful imagery at us for almost 2 hours. Also that runtime, because I looked at that runtime, I was like, are you fucking serious? But it feels quicker than it is, which is another reason why I know this fucking works. It is really like they threw a shit ton of things into a blender in hell and came out with the most explosive, bloody, eerie, all of the things together. All my favorite words, just dancing around in hell. Anywho's. I don't think that I'm the only person who will be leaving this evening that we had last night / this morning to see what the people who I don't know are doing, because I know some of the filmmakers' work, but I don't know all of them. And because I've seen this, I am definitely going to like serve some filmographies this Halloween season, because if they're giving us this in a small little bite-sized thing, then what else can they do? I really wish that I could say I had a standout right now, but like so many of them are just fighting for like favorite parts of my heart because they did some really fucked up shit to us. And I'm a chaos queen, and so I just felt very validated and seen as a person who wants to see more blood, guts, and ass. More exploding everything. I don't even know what to do with myself and my face right now. So yeah. That being said, like I said probably multiple times now, because I'm a repetitive bitch, this is my favorite installment in this franchise thus far. It really pays off for all of us who show up year after year because it's become an institution now. And so, like, even if you're like, the last one didn't do it for me, you're in line to see the new one every year. And so I feel like this is the one that like earned the excitement the whole way through, as opposed to, oh, some of the stories are cool, or oh, that wraparound's better than it usually is. It was just like, no, everybody's on 10. And I don't know how we got this energy. I don't know how we get this energy again. But I would love to fucking see it because yes. Yeah. If you had asked me a few weeks ago, I wouldn't have been like, I think that VHS Halloween is going to be one of the movies to beat. That just was not it. Again, we love her. We love this franchise. We love this institution. We look for the tradition yearly now. But I did not think that she would be, as of day 2, one of my favorite movies of the festival. We'll see what happens because like there's a lot more Fantastic Fest to go. But wow. I'm really proud of my girl. I would buy her drinks. I would buy her 4 Diet Phantasmas is what I'm giving her a rating out of 5. And when you see it, you'll know why. I think that we should have those in the store. Just saying. Anywho's, you can catch VHS Halloween on Shudder on October 3rd. You can let me know if it also snatched your edges then, because I think it will. I think it will, unless you just really hate awful things, because this is very gruesome. It's very fucked up. Every time I say it's fucked up, I see another thing that I'm just like, how did they get that on screen? There is definitely a section that just feels like we were in a roller coaster being like hit in the face with imagery that I did not understand and could not comprehend at 11/midnight. And I can't wait to do it again. That being said, thank you, Fantastic Fest, for accepting my application, because a bitch wouldn't be here otherwise. That's for damn sure. If you saw this movie and you were also in lust with it, let me know. If you did not like it, you can let me know respectfully in the comments. You can also check it out, like I said again, on Shudder on October 3rd. That is how you say a sentence. You know I will be around the internet yelling at people to watch it, because we all need to see it so we can talk about it, because there's so many things in my head I need to like talk about right now. I'm like almost vibrating, like I had like 19 shots of caffeine, which would kill me. Anywho's, that's what I got for today. Thank you. Bye.